8 tips how I gained 150 elo points every year. As you can see, this is 2020, and then I got to about 2000. And the reason why you should watch me instead of maybe like Gotham Chess or something is because I'm way closer to where you're at. If you look at Gotham Chess, he's like almost 3000 rating. I have a lot more experience in these trenches. As you can see, I know what it takes to get better. I know how much you have to play. I know how much you have to think, especially as an adult learner. It's not very natural to think in terms of chess, and it's very hard to get used to. So, here's some tips that just help me overall. So, tip number one, you gotta enjoy chess and how you practice it. Say you got like 30 minutes of playtime and 3 hours of studying. Nobody's gonna enjoy that. You need to enjoy what you're doing so you'll stay consistent in your practice. So, honestly, my practice was mainly just playing games, analyzing them, and doing puzzles. It was just kind of doing whatever I want to do, and as you can see, it worked because I got 5,000 games. I enjoyed what I was doing. I just kept doing it. So consistency is more important than how effective your practice is. But I mean, if you're already consistent and you can make your practice more effective while keeping it the same amount of fun, I would do it. If you're not having fun, then I don't think you're gonna improve. To be honest, you're not gonna want to keep doing that. Tip number two is never play tilted. As you can see, last night I played a 2100, 2050, 2150, and I did lose, except I felt very cheated. I was really mad at myself because I was winning and it would have been my best win, and I realized the winning move as soon as I played a losing move because I was getting lazy with my calculation. This will load. All right, game review isn't working, so we'll just go to the analysis. I'll just skip to the position. Yeah, you could see like I was already feeling bad about this game. Like, look at my structure. I got double pawns, triple pawns. I was already getting really lazy. I was already slightly tilted playing this game, and this really set me off. So I stopped playing. Um, you could already tell it's kind of a lazy game. And then I go here with a very simple threat of taking this, but instead of taking this, which he allows, I would have been absolutely cooking this 2150. It would have been my best win. It would have got me to my peak rating. I just sacked the bishop for no reason, and then I sacked the rook for no reason when I still could have took this. I would still be up. So yeah, and then I took it after because I was like, wait, there's actually no attack here. Because what I was thinking was, when I take with my rook, he has to come down with his queen, and then I have like then I or king, he has to come down with his king, and then I have check here, and then he blocks, and then like I win his queen, but he could just block immediately. That's what I didn't see. So I just got lazy with my calculation, and if I just spent more time, I could have got this. But the point is not about calculation or anything. It's about that I lost this and I was tilted. And it was like the middle of the day, and I still wanted to play more to avenge my elo points, but I stopped playing. As you can see, that was yesterday. I stopped playing after my win streak. I lost two. I was on 4 wins, peak rating. I lost it, and then if I won this, I would have been my peak higher than my last peak. Number three is have a community that plays chess. So if you're in high school, go to your chess club. If you're in college, go to your chess club. Meet people there. Have fun. Play in like school tournaments. Um, if you don't go to any school, go to a local club. Meet people who are at least some that are the same skill level as you that have similar goals in chess, and it'll be very easy to motivate each other. You'll keep wanting to play. It'll be kind of like a rivalry in some sense, and you guys will both improve. Also, like it's just nice to have friends with similar interests. If both of those sound too stressful for you, um, there's like online communities. Number four is limit distractions when you play. And that could be anything from like somebody's in the same room as you talking on the phone, someone's watching TV, or it could even be something like I'm hungry, I haven't ate yet, and I'm not using my full time to think. And kind of along with that, it's more of an actual chess tip, is think on your opponent's time. And when you're distracted and such, you just like stop thinking on your opponent's time and only think on yours, at least in my experience. So, if you're not distracted, you have more time to put your thoughts into the game, and that should transfer into more elo rating. Number five's kind of, I would say, like an optional one. Um, in my experience, I played a tournament for the first time, like a USCF rated tournament, and it was a lot of fun. But I feel like my biggest takeaway was I got a lot more familiar with my openings with like the depth. My openings feel more like home. Like I spent so much time thinking about specific positions in my opening during the tournament because it was like hour-long games that it just feels like I understand it more. And when I actually play a lower time control, I feel more comfortable in the moves, if that makes sense. You know, like the past 30 days, I had the tournament like the 24th, and I was kind of stuck like 1900 for a while. And then that finally allowed me to shoot up to 2000 for the first time. So I think we could attribute that to the tournament. All right, the next three are kind of shorter tips. Though they're arguably just as strong. Analyze every game. So say I went to this game and I did exactly what I showed you guys. I just went to the key moment and skipped everything. I was like, oh, I should have just taken that and then moved on. That's bad because look at this. This is 3 pawns, 2 pawns. Like, even if I were to trade everything, I'm still lost. Like, before this moment. So I should be analyzing. How did I even get to this point in the first place? Like, okay, 2 pawns, that's not bad. But I allow this double pawns when I already have double pawns. And then furthermore, I allow more double pawns when I already have double pawns. I tripled my pawns. So I should be... That was my major mistake of the game, not necessarily this. And I mean, this is even worse, but it was that carelessness from the tilt. So basically, you're not going to improve from your games unless you analyze them. So, what the heck? Steam. Number 7 here, trade puzzles. Do so many puzzles. Chess is 99% tactics. Who said that? German master, Richard Teichmann. He's right, alright. So look at this. How do I do this? Stats. Puzzles. All time. 7,000 puzzles. You can't get better unless you're doing puzzles. You're not gonna get that pattern recognition from playing it unless you're like very young and you're just getting it from experience. It's something you have to train usually. And my last tip, it's a very short one. In my opinion, you should be playing rapid chess, not blitz or bullet. Though they're fun. As you can see, my ratings are comparatively much lower to rapid because I just don't play them. I'd say rapid is the best for improvement. You have the most time to think about your moves while facing the least amount of cheaters and having the largest pool for like Q. So if you say, for example, we did like 30-minute games, nobody's playing 30 minutes. Nobody's even playing 15-10 really, so it takes so long to get in a game. And then it's so much time that people are like tempted to cheat and they'll just be cheating on that. So I say 10 minutes has best for improvement because most time to think about your moves while facing least amount of cheaters and getting in the games the fastest. So that's my 2 cents. All right, guys, that's it for this one. See y'all in the next one. Later, later.